There's a lot of talk about digital ID being the basis for, the credibility of the system. That's one of the first things that we've been discussed here. The other is enforcement, and we've been talking about enforcement for quite a bit of time. At the end of 2 days now, you've just given closing remarks. What are your thoughts?
Well, Scott, there's a lot of work to be done in order for us to try and address some of the recommendations that came out of the FATF assessment. And our work is really around, getting some forward momentum on some of the changes that need to take place with respect to the banking and finance sector, but more broadly within PNG's enforcement agencies. So what TIPNG is proposing is that we now start to identify what those immediate actions are, and where we can work through our various stakeholders to try and get a clear plan that can support the work of FASU and some of our government agents to be able to meet the kind of deadlines that the FATF recommendations are putting forward.
The existence of silos in government agencies and the legislations that seem to prevent them from working together, how do you think we should address that?
Yeah, look, I think there's some steps being taken now. I understand there's a national task force that's been set up. I understand that's now under the Prime Minister's office, and the chair of that is the director of FASU, and I think the secretary for DJ. So that gives it a high-level leadership. So I'm hoping that will allow us to break through some of these silos. But I think what would help and support those efforts even more is to have more public visibility of the action plan or the work plan that this group will take on, and that way the public can hold it to some level of greater accountability.